Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another meeting of the Civil Justice Subcommittee. Madam Clerk, take the roll, please.
Mr. Chairman, you have 8 members present. You have a quorum.
Thank you. Members, do we have any personal orders this afternoon? Any personal orders? Seeing none, we'll jump right. Representative Stinnett, you're recognized.
Chairman, just wanted to let everyone know that Senator Hatcher was taken to the hospital with respiratory issues about an hour ago.
Thank you, Senator Stinnett. And we will take just a moment of silence just to pray for him. So let's take a moment of silence and pray for Senator Hatcher. Amen. All right, members. Item number 1, House Bill 1332. Without objection, be brought to our firearms calendar on March the 26th, 2025. All right, number 2, item number 2, House Bill 1301, rolled 1 week without objection. Item number 4, House Joint Resolution number 7, rolled to special calendar to be published with the final calendar without objection. Item number 5, House Bill 748, rolled 2 weeks without objection. Item number 6, House Bill 982, rolled 2 weeks without objection. And item number 7, taken off notice. Brings us to item number 3, House Bill 5. Do I have a motion? We get a motion and a second. And Representative Bullzo, you are recognized, and I do show an amendment.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, that amendment is drafting code 004757.
That's what I've got. Members, do I have a motion and a second on the amendment? We got a motion and a second, and we'll go ahead and add that if that's all right. So we'll be voting to add Amendment 4757 to House Bill 5. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Opposed, no. The amendment's added. Spot, you're recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Good afternoon, members of the committee. This committee obviously deals with important issues every day, but I would submit there's none more important than the issue submitted by this bill as amended, which is the protection of innocent unborn human life. This bill addresses a problem that we currently have in Tennessee, which is out-of-state abortion pill suppliers unlawfully sending abortion pills into the state of Tennessee to kill unborn children in Tennessee and to harm women. This bill seeks to address that problem by acting as a bridge between 2 of our already existing Tennessee statutes. The first statute is our wrongful death statute, 20-5-106. And many folks are not aware of this, but when you look at our wrongful death statute, it actually defines person to include, quote, an unborn child at any stage of gestation in utero, close quote. So our law in Tennessee, our policy in Tennessee already is to protect against wrongful acts, the life of an unborn child. The second statute involved is 63-6-1103, which this body passed in the 112th General Assembly. And it provides that a person shall not provide an abortion-inducing drug to a patient via courier, delivery, or mail service. In other words, these abortion-inducing drugs can only be provided in person by a physician or pharmacist licensed under Tennessee law. What is occurring, unfortunately, as we'll hear from the testimony, Mr. Chairman, is that the out-of-state abortion pill suppliers are sending into Tennessee these abortion pills in violation of this statute, which is a felony, a Class E felony in Tennessee, and in violation of federal law, the Comstock Act, which was passed all the way back in 1873. And so, Mr. Chairman, with your permission, I'd like to allow our witnesses to testify as a factual matter as to what's going on, and then allow me to work with other stakeholders to revise this language somewhat so that we can roll the bill a week after the testimony and bring it back next week.
Very good. Members, we'll go out of session and hear from the testimony from the people here today. All right, we're out of session. And if Yarnell Beatty and Mike Miller, y'all would come up. And I do not see them. So if Shelby Summer, and you'll be recognized for 3 minutes. If you'll just say for the record your name, and if you represent anybody, if you'll just address that, and we'll start the timer just as soon as you start talking.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. My name is Shelley Sumner, and I serve as the CEO of Life Choices of Memphis and serve on the board of the Tennessee Pregnancy Center Network, which is made up of 35 pregnancy centers across the state of Tennessee. PMCs and PRCs provide a vast array of resources to women, including medical services. The truth of the landscape in pregnancy centers across our state is that chemical abortions have increased since the Dobbs decision. We've collectively shared data and client experiences surrounding this issue, which I will share now. We have many more, but I only have a little bit of time. We have found that being able to access abortion-inducing drugs through the mail is dangerous for several reasons. When ordering abortion pills from an online website, proof of pregnancy is rarely required. The ability to purchase abortion pills without proof of pregnancy drastically increases the chance that these abortion-inducing drugs are being used by sex traffickers, as well as perpetuating abuse cycles. One of our clients within the last few weeks reports that her boyfriend purchased the pills online and forced them into her mouth, causing her body to begin the abortion process, even as she intended to parent. This also poses a health risk to the pregnant woman who is unaware of her true gestational age or carrying an ectopic pregnancy. In the fall of 2024, one of our abortion-minded clients delivered a live baby at 24 weeks after taking misoprostol only. She ordered her pills through aidaccess.org and states that she was never told that there was a gestation limit when taking the pills. Situations like these highlight abortion pill providers' blatant disregard for both the mother and the unborn child. When receiving abortion-inducing drugs by mail, there is very little medical oversight and no clear instruction regarding the abortion process. Many abortion pill provider websites idealize self-managed abortion and use this as a selling point for abortion-vulnerable women. However, self-managed abortion comes with many grave risk factors for pregnant women. In most cases, clients are not clearly instructed on the correct dosage of their pills. This leaves room for women who is self-managing her abortion alone or in secret to make a life-threatening error. At Life Choices, our trackable data in a subset of 20 clients shows that every woman who accessed the abortion pill online, 100% of them stated that they were not given a contact in case of complications. In fact, some websites such as plancpills.org inform women that the easiest way to get in trouble is if they contact a medical professional. Recently, we counseled a post-abortive client who admitted that throughout the entire process of purchasing her pills, she received no instruction, no medical advice, and no emergency contact in case of complications. After taking the pills, she continued to bleed severely for 2.5 months and was eventually admitted to the hospital for multiple blood transfusions. Again, this is just a few stories that we have. The deception of abortion pill providers.
Ms. Summer, you had your 3 minutes, and we got unlimited time for questions, and we will see if we have any questions. And seeing none, we do have somebody else to testify, and if we need to bring you back up, we will. So, and if Kathy Waterbury would come up. And Ms. Waterbury, if you would just state your name for the record and who you're with, and we'll start the time just as soon as you tell us all that.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Chair and members. My name is Kathy Waterbury. I'm Executive Director of Confidential Care. We have a mobile pregnancy center, and I've been in that position for 20 years now. I want to just tell you about what our clients are saying to us. 17-year-old woman, young woman searching for an abortion online. Her parents do not know she's pregnant. She reaches out to our center via a Google ad. And after talking with our telecare nurse, so we connect our clients with a nurse who give them instructions and information about abortion and resources, just connecting them to the resources they need. This young woman decided to take the abortion pill, and a few days later contacts our nurse, who she's built a trusting relationship with. She's in her bathroom alone, begging to send a picture of her unborn child that she's holding in her hand. She doesn't know what to do with the baby that she's just delivered. The clump of tissues that she is expecting to see has arms, legs, and a face. This is the trauma that's being inflicted on young women by these pills being mailed online to their homes. Another young woman last week called us. She's 4 days after having the abortion pills. She has a discharge with a foul odor, indicating that there's an incomplete abortion and that she has an infection. Again, as Ms. Summer stated, they're not given any instructions on where to go, who to follow up with. In fact, a young woman contacted our office who took the pills and had severe vomiting after she took the pills and didn't know what to do. She called back to the place where she had purchased the pills, and they told her they couldn't help her, refused treatment. And I will say, this is not women's health care. This is the absence of health care for women. Young women are suffering at the hands of people whose sole interest in her is providing her with these pills and her money. We ordered pills at my office, answered about 3 questions online, paid $140. 4 days later, a package showed up in my mailbox from India. The instructions that came with the pills were, if you have complications, go to the emergency room, but don't tell them that you've taken these pills. Tell them that you are having a miscarriage. Again, this is the absence of health care, and the trauma inflicted on these women is horrific, and Tennessee can do better, and we need to do something to stop this. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Waterbury. And do we have any questions for Ms. Waterbury? And Representative Todd, you're recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and I just appreciate you both coming today to tell us about these stories that many of us would not have heard of otherwise, and to learn of this industry that if it were any other drug for any other purpose, we would have outrage from a lot of people that our citizens are being harmed by illegal substances being shipped in under the guise of pharmaceuticals, under the guise of a prescription. And I thank you for bringing this to our attention, and certainly applaud the sponsor for this effort. And I'm certainly wanting to help as much as I can here. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Ms. Waterbury, any follow-up?
No, just thank you so much for hearing us. We need our ministries, and our work is to serve these women and protect the women of Tennessee. And we appreciate the efforts that you have, because we have to fight it on all sides.
Thank you. And I
Thank
don't
you.
have anybody else on the list. We have, they're not on. Yeah, they're on the list, but they're not here. Yeah. So thank you for coming. We do have somebody from Life Choices of Memphis, if anybody needs to ask them anything. Okay, members, without objection, we'll go back in session, but I did want to thank those that showed up and testified in committee. It's always important to hear from individuals who want to come and testify on these bills, so thank you. And we'll be back in session. And Representative Bolzo, you're recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. And as I it's in the record, because we want to revise the language in accordance with some discussions we've had with stakeholders, we'd respectfully request that the chair and the committee roll the bill for 1 week so that we can make those modifications. And let me point out that this bill, as modified, is only going to deal with this one issue regarding abortion pill suppliers sending in drugs illegally from out of state. It's not going to, at any point, have anything to do with raising any other cap under the relevant statute 2939-102.
Representative Bolzo, I appreciate you working with all the stakeholders, and I appreciate you making the comment about the what it's going to cover once it comes back to us. So without objection, members will be rolling House Bill 5 1 week.
Thank you.
All right, that brings us to the end of our calendar. And Representative Travis, you got a question? Without objection, we'll be adjourned.